Honk is what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everyone, to a Tuesday stream. And it is a momentous Tuesday stream. It is August 2nd. I cannot believe that we have reached the month of August. Although, I have to say, everyone's always just like, I can't believe. I have to say that this summer, I do kind of believe it. There's been a lot going on this summer, so I actually am not surprised that we are through, a month and a half, 2 months of summer almost now. But we still have a month left. It's all right. Summer has not left us totally, and it is my great pleasure to be with all of you here just for our final pre-Gen Con stream. I am excited. I'm going to be driving out to Gen Con this afternoon, pretty much literally like a half hour to 45 minutes after I stop the stream this afternoon. I will be getting in our car and heading on out to Indianapolis with the family. I am excited for it. I know we have a number of people here in stream who will be joining us over there at Gen Con, and I hope all of you will be joining us in some capacity, virtually or otherwise, even if you can't be there yourself. And I'll talk about that schedule-wise in just a moment. Before I get there, though, I will mention that today we've got some Triangle Strategy, day 14 of Triangle Strategy, and this may be one of the few days this month that we're able to do Triangle Strategy, at least schedule-wise, because at least official schedule wise, because since I am going to be losing much of this coming weekend, and just because of the way the days break down, it's possible that a lot of what I'm going to be doing this month is going to be a bunch of tabletop stuff and things like that, which, I think you understand that I'm not going to be upset about having to, not about having to play tabletop. That's not, twist my arm, right? But in terms of Triangle Strategy, we may not be able to do as much this month, but we're making great progress on it. I am really enjoying this game a lot, and we're going to get into it in just a bit. But before we get there, a couple of reminders, ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, our Discord with !ArvCord, our Twitter with !ArvTweets. Website is arvaneleron.com. Realized I needed to move this bag out of the way to get to this thing. So arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is our merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon, which is really the financial backbone of the channel. So thank you to all of those who have been able to continually support the Patreon. That really does make a difference. So thank you. And it allows you to get those as well, a bunch of things for yourself and for the channel, and you can get inspirations to help our players as well. I will say that I do not have the inspiration list updated yet. I'm going to try to maybe do that before I leave / tonight when I get to the hotel. We're going to do part of the drive tonight, and then we're going to do the second part of the drive tomorrow. So I'm going to try to do that. Once we get into Gen Con, as I'll mention when I talk about schedule, all bets are going to be off in terms of doing anything channel related, at least for the moment. And that is all because we've got a lot that, I'm going to be pretty busy running around at Gen Con, which I know Garlic Tofu knows because Garlic is going to be super busy as well. So it's going to be a busy time. But anyway, so that is, again, !ArvTreon. And of course, subscribing to the channel, as many of you have been kind enough to do in recent weeks. That is also another way that you can support the channel. Of course, it allows you to get those inspirations to help our players as well if you support it at a high enough tier. Plus those custom sub badges and emotes and all that good stuff. That all really helps also. So let's see. Oh, yes. And then publishing. !Icarus for my award-winning graphic novel Icarus from the award-winning Athos Arts. Of course, !Library is Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. I'm going to talk more about that in just a sec. And !Grayshade. I know some of you who are going to be at Gen Con. I don't know if Hilmus is here yet, but Hilmus I know is going to going to be at Gen Con and is bringing his copy of Greyshade. And this was mentioned already, but definitely bring your copy of Greyshade if you have purchased it. I will be happy to sign said copy for you if you are in the Indianapolis area. Would love to see any or all of you there. There's actually going to be an event on Thursday night, which at the moment is sold out, actually, which is crazy because it's a pretty big room. But it's called the Meet the Pros event, PROS, but also parenthesis E, Meet the Pros event, and that's going to be where a bunch of authors from the Writer Symposium, which Garlic and I are on the organizing committee for that, that is going to be a chance for you to get books signed, and we are also going to be able to sell books there to you, so it's a little bit like a mini version of Origins in terms of being able to sell books. Origins, we can sell it the whole time. Gen Con, this is the one official event besides our signings during the weekend that we can do this at, so please come talk to us there. It's going to be a bunch of the authors there. For those of you who don't know, the guest of honor, the author guest of honor at Gen Con this year is R.A. Salvatore, the maker, of course, of the Dristo Erden and the D&D, writes quite a bit for WotC. Bob is a very good guy. I'm glad that he is our guest of honor, and he's joining us on a number of symposium events and panels. So you're going to see Bob there, and you will see all of us there. We will have special guests, Brandon O'Brien and Carlos Hernandez. We will have multiple authors. We will have award-winning, guest of honor, CanCon guest of honor editors like Garlic Tofu there. It's going to be a good time. So you're going to be excited to see all of that stuff. And we will also, of course, on Friday have a big event too, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me not get sidetracked. Anyway, that is the ways to support the publishing side of things, ! Greyshade for our Greyshade novel. Also, I know Fury Fire will be there too. And then we've got, as always, ! BLM, Black Lives Matter. Very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. ! Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. And of course, ! Ukraine, Ukraine, as Ukraine fights back against an illegal and illegitimate war. This is our chance to be able to step up and help, even in a small way, but even small ways can be meaningful when they are done with intention, to be able to help people fight back against the illegal and illegitimate war being propagated by Russia. And so this is another way to support them there too. Now, let me talk a little bit about schedule here. Let me get rid of this. And let me get rid of that. And then let me turn on that. There we go. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome. So so schedule is going to be interesting. So this is my final pre-Gen Con 2022 stream today. As I say, we're going to be going this afternoon. I'm going to be driving out with the family, stopping halfway. Then we'll do the rest of the drive tomorrow, and we'll arrive late, hopefully not too late, but on Wednesday evening. And then the festivities for Gen Con really get underway on Thursday. I am co-coordinating the Writers' Symposium, so I've got a number of panels. I'll be speaking at the opening ceremonies for the symposium. Got a bunch of stuff that I'm doing there. I will also be doing a couple of workshops, one on networking and networking for the online author, basically networking for the author in the online age. I've got my story building workshop on how to use dungeon mastering techniques or game mastering techniques to help your writing and vice versa. And then on Friday, one of the big highlights for me is going to be an opportunity to play D&D live in front of an audience. And that's going to be exciting. We have got a group of 6 amazing people. It is going to be Karen Bovenmeyer. Karen is actually, Karen Menzel, I'm sorry. Karen is actually our one holdover from previous events. She did the first 3, which were the Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, that adventure sequence, the Forbidden Library trilogy. She is the one holdover, and she will be once again doing her, reprising her role as Lassen Shadowblade, the Drow Rogue. But everybody else is going to be new because the other players are either not going to be at the symposium or begged off because they've done it a bunch of times and they want to give other people a chance. And so we have got 5 other amazing people to join Karen. Richard Lee Byers, who's an awesome longtime author and veteran. Richard's a cool guy. I always learn stuff from him on panels. Richard is going to be a part of this. Jeannie Koch, who is fantasy and also does romance writing as well, is going to be joining us there, which is going to be great. We will have Carlos Hernandez. I think he should need no introduction to this community, but Carlos will be there, along with CSE Cooney, who should also need no introduction at this point. Both of them, of course, with the Negocios Infernales games and many other things. So they will be joining us as well. And then, of course, the amazing Brandon O'Brien is going to be there also and is going to be on this crew. So we have got Karen, Richard, Carlos, Claire. Let's see. No, I'm missing somebody. Brandon and Ginny. There we go. Those 6 people are going to be our players. And I have the title, by the way, of this event. And the title of the adventure is Night and Day. So this is a sequel to the first 3 adventures. It is going to involve characters starting at level 4. As it happens, these will be characters who were part of that first 3 adventure set. But it is not necessary to have done or seen all of the first 3 things. I'm going to do a little bit of a recap before. It's a sequel, but it's not directly related. Like, it doesn't involve the same bad guys and all that kind of stuff. It's a different sequence. I am very excited about it. The adventure came out a bit longer than I meant it to come out. It was about 14,000 words, about almost 40 pages. It went a little bit crazy, but it's good. I really like the adventure. I'm very excited about it. I got it done last night, and I had been working steadily the whole time, but I've been doing that. I've been attending to symposium stuff, having to deal with family stuff. So when I got done, my hands were like this, but not because I was like jittery, because literally I had been typing so much that my hands were just like, must form claws. So it was interesting. So I'm very excited about that. It's going to be good times. Lunch and afternoon, brunch and midnight stack. Well, those don't make for quite the same contrast. I will say that this adventure was inspired by a set of maps from a group of map makers that I'm actually a patron of on Patreon, which is, oh God, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Man, it's Zay and, hold on. I'm going to get this wrong. How do I figure this out? If I go here, no. If I go here, and then I open in a new window, and I see this as Arvin Elleron patron. Let me go run over and check that out. Yeah, so it's this crew that did this. So the problem is I've got to pronounce it properly. It's Z and Peku, and I'll show you what I think right here. This is their link. These people make amazing maps, like amazing maps. And as a $5 patron, I get access to all of them. And as long as I put a watermark, that like the watermark that they give you on them, you can use it for any commercial stuff too. And they make animated maps. They have this like animated Harpy's Cove battle map, which is just sick. They make great stuff. So I'm not obviously going to show you which of their maps I chose, but one of those maps really inspired me for this. And so I'm excited to get it done, and we will see how that goes. But yeah, so that's going to be great. Brunch is a bunch of friends. Midnight snack is you. That's true. There is a little bit of contrast. It's going to be good. Yeah, the other thing too, I have to say, Fury, so we have a lot of our workshops that are sold out. I think I've sold like 80 tickets to my story building workshop, which means there's only 10 tickets left. I think I've sold like 40 for the networking one. A lot of the panels that I'm on are sold out. And then there's some panels that are very light. It just depends. Right now, though, the D&D event does not have a ton of people signed up yet. It's probably about 20, 25 people. So I'm hoping that we get more in terms of generics. I'm hoping, it's funny because the last time when we started our Forbidden Library, the first one we had in a small room that had about 28, could fit 30 people. We had about 28 people in it. Then the second time we expanded to a larger room and we ended up with about 40 or 50. And the third time we were up close to like 80 or 90 people. So my hope was it was going to continue to go upwards. But that, of course, was 2019. Right? And then COVID hit. There was no Gen Con 2020. 2021, there was no Writer's Symposium because Gen Con happened late in the year and it was all kind of discombobulated. So this is the first year the symposium is back. And so there's been a 3-year layoff. So I am excited to have that stuff coming up. And I know that there are going to be a lot fewer people at Gen Con this year. The hotels were not as slammed. it's still going to be, I mean, they were up to like 70 to 80,000 at their peak. They're still going to have like 40, 50,000. We will still have a couple of thousand directly for the symposium. So it's going to take a little time to build up, but I'm hoping that we're going to be there. And I'm excited to have Triffid and Prince Justin there. It's going to be great. I'm excited to have Fury Fire there. Of course, we will promote at the signing for sure. I'm excited to have Hillness there. Again, Hillness and Fury Fire are responsible, and Triffid. And Garlic Tofu, I hope, is going to be there Friday night. I suspect that's the case, but I don't know. I hope that Ballsteg is going to be there. I hope that, well, I don't want to, I'm not going to out the daughter's name, but I hope that all of the offspring and children and sisters and brothers and all these people, I hope they all come. It's going to be good times. Yeah. And Garlic also, absolutely. I mean, that is a good number, but you got to remember, when I do a workshop that's called Story Building for the Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mastering for the Writer at a writer's symposium at Gen Con, that is like tailor made. Like I would have had to say, like, you know, if I ran a workshop called D&D is cool, let's talk about it, I don't think I'd get more people for that, right? Like it's just tailor made for that. So it's not me or the quality of the workshop, although I hope it'll be a good one. I've done it for a few years now, as much as it is the subject matter. So it's going to be all that. But I am excited to be able to have those folks on board. And yeah, so it's going to be a good time. I will admit too that there's a lot that's going on with this event in a variety of ways. So I'm also going to be enjoying it, but also wanting to make sure it all runs well and you know, properly, and that everything goes off well. So I'm excited by it. I'm a little nervous as well, but I'm, you know, hoping that all things are going to work out well. So again, Thursday, we've got the Meet the Pros event. Friday, we have got the D&D event. Definitely stop by for those. Saturday is going to be a special symposium get-together stuff that's private, but obviously be cool to hang out with all of you. Sunday, I'm going to be doing some read and critiques, and then I've got the closing ceremony. So yeah, and I got a bunch of panels and workshops. It's going to be good. So it's going to be good times. No, I did not say that. If you were doing this if you were doing sensitivity reading, which is amazingly important, but if you were doing sensitivity reading at a conference about sensitivity needs in literature, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that my workshop is just like catnip for the folks who come to the typical Gen Con symposium crowd. But I'm actually very excited for the workshops that you're offering. Garlic, by the way, Garlic Tofu has been a huge addition. I cannot understate the amount of work and the amount of amazing contributions that have been made by Garlic Tofu, both large and small. And so, yeah, she's been great. Obviously, not surprised, but it's been great to have her on board. And yeah, the organizing committee is very lucky to have her, and we are very lucky to be with all of you coming up on Gen Con. So that's going to be happening. It's going to be great. But right now, what we're going to be doing, folks, is some triangle strategy. So we got some stuff to do. I'm going to be with you all later today. I'm going to run basically right until about 4 p.m., so about 3 hours, because no Pen and Pixel stream tonight, no stream on Friday. So again, the schedule over the weekend into next week is going to be up in the air. I've posted all this on my schedule on the calendar. Friday is going to be a live stream of that same D&D live event, so I'm very excited about that. Saturday is very much up in the air. I don't know if I'll be streaming at all from there. Maybe, maybe not. Same thing. Sunday, Monday is all going to be up in the air. Tuesday, I'm not going to have my normal streams because we're going to be on the way back from Gen Con. So normal streams will resume after the live stream event coming up this Friday. A week after that is when normal live streams will resume back here at Casa del Arv, but before that, it's going to be up in the air. I may have a couple of impromptu streams. I don't know, but it's all got to be kind of played by ear because I'm going to be doing stuff, a lot of stuff at Gen Con, so I won't be able to deal with channel stuff. So I hope that all of you will be the wonderful people that I know you can be. Many of you I will be seeing at Gen Con, but those of you who I'm not, I hope you have a lovely few days, and I'm going to be excited to catch all of you when I am online doing stuff as soon as I'm able to do that. Okay, so with all of that, the time has come, peoples, for the power, the grace, the skill of what we know now as bouncy horses. Hashtag. Let's get to some triangle strategy. Let's make it happen. Okay. Let's see. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on, go. And all that glitters is square. Bouncy horses are in the air. It's a strategy, and you know what gets sold. I don't know. There's only so far I can go with that. All right, my God. The 6 million companies. We get it. Music. Thank you. Incidentally, this is how we should totally start the symposium. We just walk in and we're like, let's go. Da 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 da. Welcome to the Writers' Symposium, where we will talk writing, 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 riding on the bouncy horses. We do the whole thing falsetto, so it'll sound great. Yes. Seriously, all we really need to make this awesome is to just walk around and then just point at the trumpets and, you know. Nice Fury. It is quite different. There are a lot of similar plot beats, of course, and things like that, but there were a lot of differences from the old version to this version, partially thanks to the aforementioned sensitivity stuff. I think there was a mental prep battle, is what I think they call them. I thought there was one. Yeah, there is. Take back the castle gate. Castle gate has been captured by the enemy. Drive them away while taking special care to keep Serenoa safe. This will be good not just for the quality iron, but it will also be good because we need to make sure that our levels keep up with the main story. So let's do it. Mental mock battle. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? Lurking at work. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing okay. I know it's you know, it's been rough for so many people, and I know people know that, but it just it's important to acknowledge that I have, you know, people have been having a tough time in a lot of different places, not just because of pandemic reasons. So I hope everyone is hanging in there and doing okay. And I love all you. You all know that already. But I hope that you have a chance to chill with some Triangle strategy and then hang out with me Friday. I am super excited for this D&D adventure chat. I'm a little nervous because I want to make sure everything goes off well technically and the symposium in general, etc. But I'm very proud of this adventure, and I'm excited to see how this mostly new, as a collective group of players, is going to do this. And I haven't played with a bunch of them. Obviously, I've played with Karen before. Obviously, I've played with Brandon before. Obviously, I've played with Carlos and Claire before. But I have never played with Richard Lee Byers, and I've never played with Jeannie. So I'm excited to see how they all play. It's going to be a good time. Yeah. Well, Grayshade's not that old, though, in fairness, though, Rudnell. I appreciate that, but it's not quite like that. I mean, I published this version came out when I was 49, and the original Grayshade from the Ed Greenwood group was what, 2015, 2016 or something like that. So I was 42, so I wasn't quite in the 20-something category, but I take your point. Having the sensitivity reads from Brandon, obviously having the edits from John Helfers, and super obviously having the edits from Garlic Tofu made a huge difference. So, yeah, as I said, I'm very proud of that book, and I've talked to a number of people about how, I mean, I finished it and I wrote it, and when you first finish and write something, you're right on top of it, so and you go through the edits, you're like right on top of it, and so when you get a little bit of a distance, now that we've been a few weeks from the successful Grayshade Kickstarter, you get a chance to look back and then be like, oof, like that came out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that, you know. So, and I feel that that's so much because of the wonderful people who contributed to it in the way we discussed. So, the original with Storm Talons was like 2015, 2016. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, 7 years ago or so, but not like 15 years ago, you know. Yes. Okay. So we have to get there. The yellow panels indicate the area you must attempt to occupy. Okay. Defeat all enemies in the target area. Take control of the castle gate. All right, so we got to get up there. All right. Let's do it. You know what? Take back the castle gate. Let me check. I'll let you know right now. I think it was 2016.
I shall try my level best.
Yep, 2016. 6 years ago. Yep, 2016. Yep, 6 years ago. So not that long ago. God, it feels long. But I mean, it's funny because I've been thinking about that book for 12 years, right? You know, I mean, I started the writing of it 2010, probably 2010, 2011. So I started writing it when I was 37. So, but still, good God, 49 now. Unbelievable. All right, Benedict, I need you to do cool stuff here. I actually probably should have placed everybody differently. I completely didn't pay any attention to who even I've got here. Who do I have? Do I have all the people I want? I think these are mostly people that I want. Zana. Okay, yeah, all right, good. These are the people I want. Who are the people in your party? In your party? In your party? Okay. Benedict. What do I want you to do? I want you to be immune to stuff. Okay. Ooh, you know what would be really useful would be that. Shoot. Anna, can you get to anybody? I don't think you can. All right, I'm going to increase your movement. Roland, I need you there.
All for victory.
Splendid.
94. Oop, whoop. Rising Tides did something. Yay, Rising Tides is in the Y. Dude, I am so excited. I've talked about this before. I'm so excited to see dear friends like Garlic Tofu, and I'm excited to see, you know, dear friends like Triffid and Prince Justin, people, you know, that I've met, had a chance to play with recently at, you know, Worldcon. In Garlic Tofu's case, of course, I was able to see her in person at Origins. I'm really excited to see them again, but I'm also excited to see people that I've never met in person. I've never met Brandon in person, so I'm super excited to have the Rising Tides there. I'm excited to see, you know, Hillness and Furyfire and the whole crew, but I've seen many of them before as well, and so I'm excited to see Rising Tides the first time. So have a very safe trip, my friend. I'm very pleased and excited to see you and all that kind of good stuff. So. Hey, what's up, Echo? Listen, Echo, I told you I really enjoyed when I traveled to Norway, and I traveled there for a conference I believe that was a conference on the nature of good and evil, believe it or not, back in it was 2008, because that's when my daughter was born. No, 2007, because my wife was pregnant with her. She was born in January 08, so my wife was pregnant with her when we traveled there in 07. And yeah, I love Norway, and I would love to go back to a conference. I very much want to go back to a conference in Europe. I had been trying to get to actually be part of the international program. I wanted to teach courses in Italy, and I had a whole thing set for like a program of world building that I was going to be teaching through St. John's, and that was going to be the spring of 2020. You all know what happened then. So, like, that didn't happen. So, but yeah, I would really like to do that. And I'll say this too, that if there are conferences out there that people know of that are in the academic, like English literature, fantasy, science fiction variety, and there are people there that are looking for international speakers or things like that, or obviously gaming conventions that have a writing track or whatever, hey man, you tell them to, you know, pass along the word about me or tell me about them. I'd love to know that. So. Yeah, I heard nothing. Thank you, Rudnell. Okay. Yeah, listen, I would love to do an Arvanaut get-together. I'm going to see if I can, if that's possible. I'd love to do it. Although, the only thing is, I'm going to be so swamped with Symposium stuff. So, it may have to be impromptu. Although, listen, think about it. Because I didn't see whether Garlic is going to be at the Friday Night D&D event. I hope so. But, let's say that Garlic Tofu, Ballstag, Triffid, Prince Justin, Hilmus, Furyfire, and then if you include Carlos, I think we can include Carlos as an Arvanaut, right? We can include Claire as an Arvanaut. We could certainly include the Rising Tides as an Arvanaut. I mean, you're going to have, like, what is that, 8-9 people in the room just to start with, like, on the channel on Friday night. So, you know. So, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, so we're going to have a bunch of Arvanauts there anyway. In fact, when I actually call out the channel, it would be awesome if we have the Arvanauts, like, in the, like, representing. Well, you know what we really need? Would this seem lame to everybody? Because I don't want it to be something where everyone feels like they have to go buy something. I have no design for this or anything. I think it would be cool at some point to have, like, an Arvanaut shirt. Not because I want people to, again, I can't afford to just make a bunch and give them away necessarily, but I feel like it would be really cool at some point just to have something where people could see that at a con. That would be really cool. We have shirts for, you know, tall heights and whatever. Like, you know, this community is the greatest freaking community. So, you know who else is great? Anna. All right, let's see. First of all, Zap. So she could have gotten there and done something separate. You know what? It's all right. And you're asleep.
Silence.
Oh, you're not asleep? Should have been.
My turn.
Don't you? I was about to make a comment about a vest, but I won't do that. Garlic, I won't do that. It's something I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether that's even anything in the side of it, but what is this now? Bonsai Con. Oh, pop culture enthusiasts of every kind, huh? It would need to have a writer track. That's a cute panda. It would need to have a writer track, but someday. I actually did. This is true, actually. I don't think I've told this story on stream before. I once had gotten a lead on going to what was called, I think it was called Eurocon. It was basically like a fantasy and science fiction in Europe. And I had gotten a lead on it because there were a couple of Americans who had gone there. So I was trying to get in contact with the programming, and I reached out to programming. They're like, oh, yeah, you should contact this other person. So I did. It was like the co-coordinator of the con or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, like I just wanted to get some, you know, information. I wasn't sure. And he was like, oh, well, you know, yeah, I can try to get you that information. But, you know, I don't know whether it'll be helpful since this is a con in Europe for Europeans. And I was like, damn. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for being by nature a sinful and unclean American. Like, hello? How many cons do Europeans come to America for? And we're not like, no, sorry, that's American only. Like, well, and with the logo, right, Shadowed? I'm thinking with the logo. What? No, sequins. Like, I mean, I'm thinking like, you know, but like, I'm like the logo, that type of thing. Anyway, so yeah, that was rhinestones. But so I was thinking about it. I'm like, so that kind of got me. I was like, well, damn, I guess I'm not welcome here. But I was just like, why? What, really? Like, why would that be? I don't know. There's just no reason to be a jerk, I guess is my point.
I shirk from no danger.
Lots of coins. Yay, Eurocon 2023. This might be it, actually. Yeah, the European Science Fiction Society. Yeah. I mean, and like, okay, so again, I wasn't claiming that like they automatically go to everybody. This is maybe like 5-6 years ago that this happened, but there were American authors attending it, and they weren't all like, you know, Brandon Sanderson level of sales or like, you know, right? And so I was like, I had found out about it from a couple of American writers. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll just check it out. I wasn't like, you know, hey, stupid European, put me on your panel. I was just inquiring. And like to act like I was like it really, like the tone of the email was just like contempt. It was really how it felt. And I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, if you say so. Jeez. So that was a little bit of an eye-opener, honestly. Arvanauts come last, yeah. Well, step by step, we're gonna get that merch going on. I gotta get well, eventually I have to get some Mysterious Peak stuff too. You missed with your mighty strike. Sparkly feather tea. Oh, who attended that con? Well, no, it wasn't their fault. It was if it was this guy, you know. No, I don't honestly even remember who the guy was at this point, but just it was just so weird to me. I'm just like, I've said this before, and I'm sure Rudnell will understand this thing that I'm about to say. I've said before that if fantasy and science fiction is about, and it is, about the what if, about the prospect of doing wondrous things and being wondrous things and seeing wondrous things, if that's what it is about, then I do not understand why you would then act like, oh, I can get to him. Awesome. Or can I get to him? No, let me get to this guy. If that's what it's about, then I don't understand at all why, I don't understand why you then do everything you can to just like cut people off. Oh, I can't do it. Shoot. Why you then cut people off from doing that because of silly aspects of things like this. Like what's with the tribalism? What's with the, you know, like, oh, how dare you? Like, I mean, again, if you were like, well, we're trying to privilege, you know, European authors because of this, and this, which, you know, it says promoting European science fiction to the world audience or whatever. So I understand if they're like, oh no, we're trying to, that's fine. But to be nasty about it as if I had just said, you know, like, hey, get me in there no matter what. No. Very odd.
To victory!
Garlic, we would not... That's funny. We would just say expedition. And then you'd put the Mysterious Peaks on the back of the shirt so there's no confusion. It'll work out okay, Fury? Ooh, a shirt depicting Fob. We saved their ass in World War II. No, listen, I'm not going to lecture at the moment. I'm not going to lecture, you know, the Europeans about anything. But I just thought it was really odd. And I told a friend of mine who was from the UK about it, and he was just like, I don't, what? So, no. Oh, that's important.
I fight for peace.
That's right. Frederica fights for peace. Ooh, nice. Let's do that. Pillars of Fire.
Fires roar.
Get rid of those barricades. Hell yeah.
Behold true power.
Okay, let's see. What do I want? Can I do... No.
The heavens raise.
That. Yeah, I'm so excited about the characters. I'm excited for Johnny to join up so that you can see Johnny's character too. I'm very, very pleased with the first session that we had. I think it had exactly the right vibe I was hoping for. The chemistry is obvious. I'm just super excited about all of them. It's gonna be great.
Not another step. Victory is ours.
Yeah, it is.
I shall try my level best.
Nope, bird of prey. I need to do a lot of bird of prey because I need to get him up there.
This is our chance.
Much appreciated.
I shall do what I can.
Yeah, you will. All right, Gila. Let's see you do the magic. Well, actually, all these people are already healed. Roland is the only one who got hit so far. Can I get over there? I don't think I can. So instead what I'll do... Can I haste you? Yeah, I can. Haste! You've been hasted.
Time to work.
Yeah, time to work. Oh, a healer! I don't think we need any healers. Do we need any healers here? I don't think so. Let's go with poison.
This'll hurt.
You poison. And you're hit.
Allow me.
I'm gonna go this way because I can't be back attacked there. Yep, that's fine.
For victory!
Yeah, for victory. Dude, the bouncy horse doing work. Sovereign's Lance of Justice. I forgot that he's become a master cavalryman. People, good peoples of the world, I present to you the Sovereign's Lance of Justice. If you're just like, you know, I draw my sword. No, 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 no. I draw my spear. No, no, no. I draw my Sovereign's Lance of Justice. Sovereign's Lance of Justice.
Yes! Be gone!
Hell yeah, Sovereign's Lance of Justice.
Good try!
You missed. Because you don't have a Sovereign's Lance of Justice.
Nice try!
You also missed.
Forward!
Huck dive. Huck dive, living in the city. Can you imagine some dude just like jumping up and landing on you from like 30 feet up with his sword? Can you imagine the freaking madness? Ugh. What you gonna do? You gonna heal yourself? No, you're not gonna heal yourself. You're gonna heal them though, aren't you? Oh, you're gonna spark. Oh, wow. Wow. You're gonna spark Roland. Lower defenses. Okay.
Close, but not quite. Impressed?
Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Don't get there. Okay, good.
Come at me!
All right, now.
You're done!
Okay, good.
I fight for peace.
Can I get to her? Can I do Flame Shield from here? Yes, I can. Flame Shield, let's go.
I shall protect you.
Our victory is assured.
Listen, Trippin. I think what you've done here is you've buried the lead.
Very well.
I appreciate the fact it's true. You do not draw a lance. But I want to be clear that it's not actually drawing a lance here. It is the sovereign lance of justice. I don't make the rules. Yes, you make a good point. It is not about drawing a lance. I knew that. Let's do that.
Stay down.
Maybe they drew a lance. Yeah, that's what happened. Sure. That's the ticket.
No need to panic.
Ooh, can you... Yeah, you can. Can you hit... Okay. I probably need to get rid of this barricade. I don't really know how you shoot a barricade, but I'm trying.
This battle is ours.
Ooh, can I... Yeah. Oh, I can't quite hit you. Nice. I really need to heal Roland.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah, I need to get some... I also need to get some hit point...
Let us reverse our fortune.
some big hit point recovery pellets out of this, too. Yeah, you don't draw a spear. I understand.
Time to work.
Yes, you do not draw a spear. You draw a sword or a dagger. These are all true facts. Actually, wait a second. Wait a second. No. Let's... Okay, let me slumber stab you.
Silence.
Go to sleep. Thank you. Now, let's have you go here. And get rid of you.
It's over.
It is over. And it continues to be awesome. Okay, let's go this way. So it's going to be harder to back
Let me
attack.
heal your wounds.
I would really like you to actually get there. Do I have to go the long way around, really?
Victory goes to the...
What's up, Mar? Yeah. Very Bugs Bunny-ish, too. Okay, Roland. Now. Dude, Roland's speed on this has been absurd. Okay, now the only problem is the exposure here. That's not great. Oh, but my goodness. Can I get around him?
This is it. Out of my way. Yes.
I love that attack so much.
Too obvious.
Too obvious. I'd say we're taking the long way around. What's up, T-Bang? Okay. Oops. Sword of Libra.
Perish.
That guy's life has not been great. He's just like, Now, Roland may struggle here, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Roland may not make it. I knew that, but it was just too good. It was too good not to take that opportunity.
Is in your hands.
Because he has the resurrect. I keep forgetting. That resurrection earring is the best to have on Roland, because Roland is arguably, he and Sereno are battling out for number 1 and number 2 here. Oh my goodness, the best. All right, let's get a rainstorm going.
Heavens, heed me.
It will help her Tempest stuff. It's going to put out the fire, but that fire's not doing anything up there anyway. You're asleep.
This battle is ours.
Hey, guess who's here? Want that healer dead. You're immobilized.
Your orders?
Well, I'll tell you what my orders are. Okay. Actually, wait. If I go here... Man, Anna has been huge. Really, it's honestly a battle between Roland, Anna, and Serenova, who's the best person in my party right now. When she becomes a master assassin, watch out.
Leave it to me.
This'll hurt.
Now.
Awesome. So good.
Looks like I'm up.
You are, but can you move? Can I hit you from there? You know what? I'm just going to hit you because I want these damn barricades out of the way.
Won't let you down.
Sticky arrow? The heck is sticky arrow? Alright, well, I'm going to keep going that way. If I knew that it was going to have that hard a time... Fine, everyone go this way. He's very.
You won't beat me.
Explosive arrows? I wasn't sure if it was that or if it was like you hit it and then I don't know, something happens. I didn't know. Get this thing out of my way. Yeah. Ow. But I didn't
Shall
get
we
pushed
begin?
because I have the grounding amulet.
Be at ease.
Cure wounds for herself. All arrows are sticky if you shoot them, right? Will Renegade be longer than Greyshade? No. Renegade is a little shorter than Greyshade. Why? Is that I'm worried about that emoji. Does that mean that you're like, oh God, Benedict. Is that, I'm worried that means you're like, it's not long enough. You know, you know. It'd be very useful for you to take 2
We
turns.
make it up here.
Yeah, I mean, it has to go through the editing process with Garlic, obviously, and so, and you know, sensitivity reads and everything else. It's a little shorter than Greyshade. It may end up being, it's not much. It's right around the same. So you're used to door stoppers. Yeah, sorry, man. I don't generally write door stoppers. The longest one that I've written so far was the Third Sign, which was 109,000. It started 114. It ended up 109,000 words. You know, usually I write right around anywhere from 80 to 100. And I know a lot of fantasy is like 150, 160, 170. I just don't write that long. So yeah. Sorry. Means you can read it again more quickly. Oh, are you all just gathered there like honey bunches of oats? Then accept the sovereign's lance of justice. Okay.
Too obvious.
Forward.
Oh, door stoppers. Just basically as a reference to the enormous, and I mean like super enormous, that's perfect, fantasies that a lot of, you know, ones that do damage if they land on your foot, right? Yeah, basically, so that's why they call them door stoppers. I thought so. Oh, I wish I could do another one, but I can't. Okay. It's all right.
Ha!
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, delaying thrust hits both of them, huh?
Let me show you what I've learned.
Have you learned to step up on a thing yet? You really haven't, have you? Sorry.
My time is now.
Honestly, you know, I love epic fantasy, but there are times where I'm like, less is sometimes more. I've read many fantasy novels that did not need to be nearly as long as they made it. Like, not nearly. And so...
This ends now!
So to me, it's the amount of words that it needs to be to tell the story the right way. You know, whatever that turns out to be. Let's actually keep you there.
Let me heal your wounds.
Unless she draws the lance. She needs a horse she can go up ladders. Exactly. See, that's the key. All right, geez. Finally, Gila gets us up there. Good gravy. Can I get any further? I can't quite get there. Alright, well, this is silly, but here, hit this bar arcade. Gives you experience. Congratulations. I need to get her up there to do stuff. Right, there, now, see, now we're getting here. Oh, Ram Foe. Head downstairs. Bam. Hurts, don't it? Eridor is just so freaking like... Oh my goodness, man. Really? Okay, wait. You hit him from there? I can't. Sticky Arrow. Lower a single enemy's evasion for 3 turns, then gain the use of 1 more command. Ooh, okay. Let's do it then.
Where to go?
Okay. Now he gets to attack again. I mean, he's doing work down there. I just want him to freaking get the hell up on the freaking...
We must tread carefully.
Okay. Triangle strategy, put our money will come out eventually. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's it, Aaron. I mean, like, the you know, and again, there are lengths. I think you can obviously write too short as well. Depends on the nature of it. But I think there's no question that... Can I... Wait. Can I throw... I can. Alright, first of all, I want to hit you.
Hurt.
Yep. Alright, now I want you to go there, and now I want you to hit that guy.
It's over. Victory
So,
is within reach.
it used to be this situation where... there should not be a value judgment in, oh, I'm doing this because the only way to write fantasy is ABC, right? Like, you need to be able to do work that is fitting of the story that you're telling. Which is also why you sometimes need to know whether or not you always need to know whether you're dealing with, is an idea really better suited at novel length? Is it better suited at novella length or novelette length? Is it better suited as a short story? And I think sometimes people just go in being like, I have to write a novel rather than I have to tell this story. Now, what form is it best to tell this story in? And I might even expand that to say, if you have any gaming experience or gaming interest, sometimes there are stories that might even be better told as a game. Although much of the time my focus still is narrative in a sort of more traditional, novel or short story or novella or novelette sense, but it should be the right length for the purpose, basically. I would like to bulwark you.
Stay composed.
In email length.
Splendid.
Yeah.
Me too. I won't lose.
Okay. Well, we're going to go here, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. It's time for the Sovereign's Lance of Justice.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay. We're going to go... Yeah.
This ends here.
Nice. Nice. That worked out well. 25 kudos. 2170 coin. That's also very useful because it means we can use that to pick up some much needed supply. We need to upgrade some weapons further, and we definitely need to pick up some more hit point pellets and stuff. So that's all you've got, right? You've done each of these once. Okay. All right. Alright, so Medal of Valor. We can't do that for anybody except for Medal of Bravery. We don't have that either, so okay, never mind about promoting class then. What about Trade Post, though? 113. I think I'm sold out right. So... Right, here's what we got left. We have Revitalize. Revive a fallen an ally is huge, and we really need to try for that. The fact that you can do it anywhere on the battlefield as well, so I have to save up. Like, this is cool... That's neat. Like, these are all fine, but, like, that right there is legit. And Rejuvenate, 500 kudos, that's really sweet, too. So, we're just going to have to hold off on that. All right, so no promotion. What about this stuff, though? Superior Iron, which I don't think I have. Let's see. Yeah, I need Superior Iron. Parchment. Meteorite Fragment. Wow. Increases jump by 1. That's really useful for her. Quality Stone. That would have been useful in that fight, actually. Oh, my goodness. How did I not do that before? Okay, Quality Stone 9. Let's see if I can get that. Having Anna, that would be really, really helpful. Quality Stone, Quality Iron. What do we got? Okay. Okay. Is that enough? I also need to get some hit point pellets. I need 2 more quality iron and 1 more quality stone, and I have enough for that. Man. Quality timber. Man. Alright, I need to do those large hit point recovery pellets because I wish they weren't so expensive. Come on, Lionel. The classic, the world's in trouble. Here, I need to price gouge. This game? No. No chance. No. No way. This game is still, this game has got... Just realized it was dark in here, sorry. This game has still got a ways to go. I'm about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through it. None of these people are people that I use. What about Huet? Oh, you have, that's the maximum weapon potency you have, huh? Well, could increase your accuracy, but weapon potency, that'd be nice, but again, I'd need quality iron, quality stone. I don't have any of that yet. Let's see. Superior iron, I don't have that. I need a lot more quality iron to get either of those. 10 iron. Alright. So, I'm just going to use the, then I'm going to get the hit point recovery pellets. We have those. 2 of them. Wish I could do more than that. Alright. Pretty good shape. Just have Lionel say hello. Hello! I know, I wish. Hey, what's up, Nonstop? Yeah, there is a way to grind, which is, but I don't like grinding. But this is the way you grind, these mental mock battles. I've done each of these once, and you have to do them once for levels. You can't not do these, or you'd never be able to keep up level-wise. But grinding them, I could do that, but I don't. I'm not all about that grinding life, so to speak. I wish I could buff Eridor's battle. You can actually buff Lionel's battle insults, but Eridor is just so much better at it. Yeah, see, recommended level 22. I might have to grind through. I think I did one of the battles once to get a level, one of those mental mock battles, and I might need to do that again for this. We'll see. First, we're going to save, though. Time to say goodbye. Sometimes you gotta do it. Yeah, if I have to, I have to. So far, we haven't had to. Alright, let's go, Whiteholm Castle. Final before Gen
There
Con.
they are.
Cordelia!
House Wolford. I cannot say I am surprised.
General of Laura, release Queen Cordelia and surrender yourself to us. Thalas and Erica are dead. Your ship is destroyed. There is no one coming to your aid. Nowhere for you to run.
Maxwell! I knew you were alive!
What soldier worth her salt would forfeit her position without a fight?
A pepper. Because worth pepper, not salt.
And even if he was a fool, Thalas was our prime minister. I am obligated to avenge him.
Oh my god. Slave to the grind.
Then draw your weapon.
See, so Roland's like, then draw your weapon. I'm not drawing mine, to be clear. This is a lance, the Sovereign Lance of Justice, and I'm just going to be leveling it in your general direction. But you have a sword, and you should draw your weapon.
Wait! General of Laura is not an enemy to the kingdom. She has sworn herself to my service and to Glenbrook's protection.
So she can manipulate you to her own ends, no doubt.
No. The oath she spoke to me was true.
Queen Cordelia.
Please, lay down your arms. All of you.
I will not. Have you forgotten who forswore this kingdom and its royal family in the first place? Who invaded the Crown City and killed the king and Franny? Who exploited Glenbrook with no regard for its people?
We of Esfrost.
Tell me what you would call that, if not evil.
If not evil.
And I suppose thieving into the Crown City and attacking without forewarning is justice.
I mean, yes, because you took our city over, and we're not going to throw ourselves into a meat grinder out of a sense of honor, so these are not equivalent.
I do not make such claims. And I know I cannot. Until victory has been won.
Pretty words. So the winner takes it all. The castle, the queen, the right to claim justice. Is that what you desire?
That is all I have ever desired.
That and to bounce like this. Bounce, 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 bounce. All I've ever desired is to dance. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-dum. Okay. Boop, ba-ba-doop, boop. Can't let Roland fall. All right. Well, listen, that's fine. Let's take a look at unit placement, shall we? We have deployed units 9 out of 10. All right. We want Benedict to go first. We want Roland up front. We want certainly Sarah. Oh, it's our dancer. We want Sarah Noah up front. We want Benedict can be there. No, we want Sheila back there. Oops. There we go. Who is not out there right now? Oh, well, obviously. Do I want... I do. I thought about Jens. The two, like, I like Jens actually in combat. And he's got, especially if you're in, like, very, like, compressed, like, quarters, basically. If you're fighting in close quarters and they're all squeezed together. He has the ladder. He has, like, traps that he can lay down. Very useful for stuff like that. But in this particular case, Izana is going to be much better on the AoE stuff. So she's going to be the other one that gets brought into this mix. Okay, I should be able to just charge over the fountain at them. It's not a big crew. Yeah, but bunch of elites, though. Elite battle mage. 2 elite battle mages. We got some healers. Obviously, Avlora herself is a problem. The blade, the bowman. Okay, yeah. And barricades, naturally. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I hear you. Clash within Whiteholm Castle. The battle begins.
Everything rests on this, Sarah Noah. We must do whatever it takes to win. I know. No doubt Avlora will be the greatest challenge we've faced. Indeed. She killed my master. Killing her will prove our cause is righteous. Come. Let us be rid of these Frosty bastards.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Okay, so... Ooh, different music. Wait. Let's go... What? Oh.
Stay composed.
Splendid.
And also...
I will crush you!
You might.
My turn.
This music... Oh man, the music is so good!
Shadows conceal me.
Ha!
Yeah, seriously, just take back your kingdom and forget about the big speeches. I think we all know what's at risk. Okay. Music is so good. Alright. Can I go? I can't go around them. Alright. So...
Brace yourself.
Shall we dance?
Okay. Nice.
Think you can catch me?
Green mist.
Take this.
Yeah, and poisoned.
Here I come.
Let's focus.
My arrow flies true.
Okay, illness. All right, good, good, good.
Take aim.
And immobile. Poisoned and immobile.
From where shall we strike?
Can I hawk dive you? Not. Can I hawk you dive? Can I hawk dive you from here? I think I'm gonna let them come to me. I don't think I want to actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it here. There we go. Because I don't want to get out in front of my skis. Let them come to us and position themselves better, which is a classic Heroes of Might and Magic technique, by the way. Letting your enemies define where they're going to be. Oh, great. Yeah, because that's what Avlora needed, was regeneration. I was thinking she was not strong enough, you know. Man, really? What if I go... Only problem with him is he doesn't move far enough, honestly. Let's speed him up. Haste! Haste me to know it!
Our victory is assured.
Regeneration is obnoxious. I am worried about those battle mages.
I fight for peace.
Alright, let's see. So if I go... It's like more... I don't know. More of the action is happening in a lot of different places. Can I fire shield you from here? Damn it, I can't. Ah, so close. This may not work, but it's worth
Let
trying.
me help.
Aye, I'll keep on then.
Very well.
I don't think I want Tempest because I don't want to affect my accuracy. They don't have as many bowmen, so... Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. The effect spreads on water. Oh, dogger, I forgot all about that. Let's go.
Child's play. You are nothing like the Maxwell I fought before.
Wow, I forgot about that. Wow, I forgot all about that. With this music, too.
Flee while you have the chance.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Dark General. Let's go. Where the hell are you, Benedict? There you are.
We must move fast.
My turn.
Yeah, they were really exactly. They're really excited about it. They're like, "This is."
Defeat is not an option.
No. Nope. I need you to get closer. I hate to do this, but
Damn it!
Ow!
stop crippling me.
My turn.
Let's see. Can I get here? Push you back on the barricade. Boy, that's tempting. Let's get here so I can not get flanked,
Brace
please.
yourself.
Okay.
My turn.
Time
Odd.
to take flight.
Ooh, can I hit from... Oh, yeah. All right. She does more damage up top.
This battle is won. I will fight to my last breath.
She can go twice. Yeah, she can. What? Why can't I... I just hit her for the exact same spot. What? Oh, come on. Really?
I won't miss.
I have one more action. Oh, wait. I can still move. Okay, okay.
This ends now.
Okay, good.
Let's play.
Where would we be without reinforcements? Okay.
Take this.
Everybody get in the lake. Everybody get in the pool. Everyone get in the pool. Water's fine. There you go. Everybody get in the pool. Everybody, 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 everybody. Everybody.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, 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 oh. Because the only problem with that is that... Yeah, the only problem with that is if I do that, I'm putting him up. It's so tempting. No, it doesn't make sense. I need to fight him where I am. But I will increase my movement.
Push on through.
Okay. Come on, Battle Mage. Come in the water. Damn it, yeah.
Hey!
She's in trouble. When's my freaking healer going? Plan on taking your turn anytime soon there, Gila?
Now then.
Trent's favorite thing. Now then. Let's see if that kills him off.
Saw through that plain as day.
Yep, did.
Let me heal your wounds.
Thank you, Gila. Thank you, Gila. I wanna thank you for being you. Being cool. Alright, well, you're off there on your own there, Milo. Alright, stop. Yeah, okay, he needs to be healed for sure. There you are.
Your wounds are healed.
Your wounds are healed.
Sorry to worry you.
What?
Get in the water.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Okay, let's see. See, the thing is, though, I don't want to... Very good. Yeah, I don't want to take down the barriers. I want them to come through the water, so I gotta make sure that I don't destroy the barriers on my side.
Win this. The heavens judge you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do judge you. Yes, indeed they do. I would love to take the time, but I feel like I don't have it. See, the thing is, lighting gets even better with that, but I just can't. This is too good
Tremble in fear.
while they're all here. Yeah.
Where did I go wrong?
Yeah. I figured Milo wasn't going to make it. Oh, man. Okay, now, Anna. I wish it did a little more damage to them. It's not doing that much damage is the problem. So I think I have to stop with the lightning now as much as I'd like to. And I guess it's freezing them all the time. I guess that's good. But... really wish there was like an Overwatch thing for her, but there isn't.
Shadows conceal me.
Okay.
Let us try out their weakness.
Okay, more movement would be good. Actually, wait. Let's go with
Stay
Bulwark.
composed.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
Forward. Death from above.
Okay.
I will crush you.
Yeah, here comes the attack.
I do not leave survivors.
Oh!
Breath.
Wow! I had Bulwark up and I was facing her directly, and she just took off 3/4 of my health. Good gravy. What the flip, man? Wow. That is a lot of damage.
Not a chance.
Nice.
This battle is ours.
Hawk versus Hawk. Can I not hit from where I am? Because I'd like to keep her up here. Yes, I can. Good.
Goodbye.
Nice. We get no experience for that just then? This is going to be a problem. Yeah.
No.
That's really bad.
Come at me!
I did not expect that I was going... Oh, and I just remembered. I never freaking remember quietest points. Ah! Oh, that's bad. That's very bad.
Out of my way!
Wow. Through the bush, too.
Damn it!
Yeah, just...
I will not give up. Not so long as I draw breath.
This is tough. Tough, tough, tough. This is a tough fight.
Cool heads shall prevail. The fight goes on.
Yeah, I... Yeah.
Looks like I'm up.
Should have played this before. The quietest thing...
Splendid.
That was my bad. I should have thought that through. I mean, I just forgot about it. All right, let's see.
It's nothing personal.
Allow me.
Do I just have to defeat of Laura, basically? Scorch, or... No, I think it's Scorch that we're looking for.
2 ashes.
It just said defeat of Laura. Yeah, so I played this completely wrong then. I have played this totally wrong.
This'll hurt.
Yeah, I played this completely wrong.
The heavens judge you.
Alright, all in on Evlora.
Heed me.
That's right, you get to keep the XP. Yeah. No, now yeah.
Face me if you dare.
Oh,
I am
God.
Finished.
Can't be!
This will hurt.
Me! Gotcha!
So you survived, Dawnspear?
Bloody cross.
No matter. I have beaten you once. I can do it again. My blade thirsts for another taste of your blood.
I was powerless then, but not now. I will strike her down and show my master how strong I've become.
And take his place by my side.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Okay. I gotta heal from that paralysis.
Die already! Hurts, don't it?
Okay. Said the Russian. Yeah, I think the paralysis is fixed. Ow.
Time to take flight.
Can I go here? %. No, I want to do better than that. Want to focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn. Let me put you out of your misery. Failed you.
My power wasn't enough.
This is all super bad. But again, I've like completely fouled up this fight. Go to hell with your life magic. God damn it. Okay, can I go, please?
Is that all you got?
All right, let's see. First of all, quietest point here. Activate cheat tax. No, I just need to do the quietest point right, and I need to remember exactly what I'm doing. I did not. I did not manage this properly.
You're in the way!
I shall do what I can.
Okay, that's good because let's see. Okay.
Your wounds are healed.
Sorry to worry you.
Okay.
It hurts.
Let me help.
That'll do!
We will make our ideals reality.
Great. Ow.
Ah! You've done it now!
Nice, and the flame shield.
No need to panic.
I've got it all under control. Man, no. Okay.
I shall try my level best.
Let's see. Could do that also. No. Go here. Heal you up.
Reverse our fortunes.
Face me if you dare. My sword will like a word. This will hurt.
You've done it now!
Nice. Nice on the flame shield. Damn it.
My turn.
Let's have you go directly after... well... Okay, so let's see if this works. $220 out of 249. 178 out of 249. $217. 228. What was the one that was the biggest one? 178. Let's do that one.
I struck you down with my own hand. So tell me, who are you behind that mask?
I'm Batman.
I am S. Frost's Bane. My mask stays on until the last handful of dirt falls upon your grave.
Damn.
Or until I kill you and rip it from your face myself.
Away with you! That all you got? You're in the way!
Okay. Okay. It's not good. God damn it. I'm screwed. God damn. Oh, wait. No, I have my resurrection earring. Resurrection earring. Resurrection earring. Oh, man. Did I need that? Resurrection earring. Stop healing of Laura. Man. Let's do that.
I can keep fighting.
Ow. Ow.
Mother.
It's bad. Super bad. This is all bad. Dude, stop healing her.
Clever move.
I'm just annoyed at the fact that how badly I misplayed this
I shall
fight.
do what I can.
Okay, that's good because oh, he's at maximum? Oh, okay.
Your wounds are healed.
Thank you.
One step closer to our hope. I will crush you!
Me too!
That flame shield has been so good.
No need to panic. Slow. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. Man.
My lord.
Yeah, it's bad. Attacking the
My
healer.
turn.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's your turn because we have some work to do. 462, 76. $244. Actually, wait, can you... Oh my god, come on. Alright, can I go here? Yes, I can.
Away with you!
Good. Damn it.
Me too.
Yes.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound.
Come on.
Crap. Crap! Yeah, the way that I was playing this out makes sense if I'm trying to defeat the whole army. It makes absolutely no sense if what I'm trying to do is go after her. That's the hell of it. Wait. Can I get... No, I was hoping I could get like a flank attack, but I cannot. But I cannot. Damn it.
Damn it!
Damn it, twice. You son of a
Clever move.
biscuit. Oh boy. Yeah. Suck. Damn it. Yeah. Shoot. Yes, retry the battle. All right, let me see if I can actually remember my quietus point, and if I can actually remember I'm trying to defeat her, and I'm not trying to defeat the whole army. Let's see if genius strategist here can figure those things out. Good gravy. All right, so I want to get across basically to defeat her as fast as possible. And also, it didn't help that I lost Serenoa very early in this fight. I do like... her fire shield was hugely important. So I'm going to bulwark Roland. Keep the healers up there. I don't know what to do with Milo. I guess Milo, you're going to be doing your own thing there, I guess. All right. How dare you let Fred die? Yeah, I do. I could use a muffin. Muffin sounds good. Corn muffin? Or a cinnamon muffin, of course. Occasionally a blueberry muffin, although I have to say, I'm not wild about fruit in my pastries. I love blueberries. Maybe one of my favorite fruits. I love blueberries, I love apples, I love bananas, I love strawberries, raspberries can be pretty good too. I love, but like in stuff, I don't know. Okay, that's good. Lemon poppy seed. Those are very good. Fred does tend to not. Lemon poppy seed are pretty good. And so are chocolate, of course. The battle begins.
Everything.
Yeah, I already know about this. We already went through this. Blah, blah, blah.
Come.
Good job, Square, letting us skip.
Let us pry
Okay.
out their weakness.
So now, I want... Wait, okay. Bulwark.
A brief respite.
Ready for more.
My turn.
Okay, well, wait till you get a little bit closer.
Your orders?
All right.
Shadows conceal
Okay.
me.
This time I'm not forgetting Quietus points. I'm going to use the ally thing, but I want to do it when I can get a bunch of attacks in at the same time. Evlora is the key. That's funny, Aaron. The classic. Maybe he just wanted you to join in on, you know, the festivities, right? Oh boy. I don't want to go yet with him. I am going to go up here.
Let's play.
The hunt is on.
That's true. Can I hit you from here? No, Alright, you just stay in place, okay?
Take aim.
He's like, I have to say, I don't know. I generally keep my phone. Now, there are times where I keep it in my back pocket, I guess, if I'm
For
just
the
walking
honor of
along.
House Wolford.
But the butt dial thing, I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. I have accidentally called someone once, I think. But there are people who do this all the time, and I'm like, what? Why? I don't... Okay, I need her to get closer, and then I'm going to pull out all the
Take
stops.
you on. To victory.
Okay. I often wonder what exactly are the convictions being strengthened there, like that it's good to defend oneself?
Looks like I'm up.
Stay where you are.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Okay. Actually, wait. Can I haste you?
Victory goes to the quick.
Come on, Evlora. You know you want a piece of this. You want a piece of this? Snip into it. Oh, yeah. Let me see that, Evlora, with the power of it.
Allow me.
Okay. Now the question is, and this is going to be important because I have to figure out who exactly to fire shield. Probably fire shield. Oh, Roland, I guess. Or flame shield, whatever.
For the good of all.
I shall do my best.
Only one guy has a horse.
Behold true power.
Hey, listen, it could have been more than that. Okay, I'm going to use Rite of Rain. Let's get some rain
Hear
going.
my prayers.
Come on, Avlora. With Macho Man SFX. I thought you were going to say the Macho Man Savage mod for Skyrim. Oh, yeah! That's funny for a while, and then after a while you get real tired of hearing the dragons like, oh, yeah! Okay, good.
Let us try out their weakness.
Good. The time has come for fleet-footed.
Well done.
And then I want to Raging Beast. Whoop. I want to Raging Beast. Actually, no. No. Okay. I want you to go twice.
This will serve well.
Problem is that Roland can't fall, but I also kind of need him to. I don't know. I need him to be doing damage because he's kind of important.
This'll hurt.
Weakling.
God damn it.
Child's play.
My turn.
Okay, 518 to 576. 516 to 576. 521 to 576. 512 to 576.
I struck you down with
I am mess. My mess.
Orin.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
Okay. Good. Come right towards my
Away
people,
with you.
please. Thank you.
Yes.
So you survived? My blade.
I was powerless.
Okay. Some Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict are good. They are quite delicious.
Choices.
Choices. Okay.
Think you can catch me?
Moon jump, and then
Take this.
That must have hurt.
nice.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
Okay, good.
Face me if you dare. You'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade.
Time to take flight.
Okay, can I hit you from there? Ooh, if I go there, I bet I can. Okay, 291. 311. $300. Alright, can I definitely hit you? Yes, I definitely can. Alright. Let's go, Hewitt.
We win.
Nice.
In reach.
Loved everything there. That was all good.
You're open.
Flame shield, love it. Yeah, I know. Ow.
You're open.
Fool. This will hurt.
None of that was good. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Crap.
I will not give up.
My time is now.
Okay, first of all, Quietus point time. Alright. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Garlic. Yes, I was very much all about that in this case. Oh, crap. Shoot. So here's the problem. I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna hit everybody. That's unfortunate. Alright, well... No, because it's gonna... Oh, no, okay, that... Right, okay. So... Man, I can't Rite of Lightning that. I'm trying to decide if I want to Rite of Lightning him, but I think what I'm going to probably do is just run up to somebody and try to heal him. I don't have a lot of speed to do that with, though. We'll try that.
Take this.
My thanks.
God damn it.
Looks like I'm up.
Wow. So he doesn't mind hitting his own people, I guess.
Saw through that plain as day. You won't beat me!
174 to 221. 203 to 221. So the only problem with this is that it's going to hurt Milo. I think it's worth it, though.
Out of my way!
Shall we begin?
Ooh, perfect. Oh my goodness, come on.
Allow me. Yes, this will do.
Okay. Damn it.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Scorch is possible. I like that, actually.
Flames, heed my call. Ow!
Damn it.
You are so nice.
Nice.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Okay.
Let us reverse
Heal.
our
This will
fortunes.
Do they have the upper hand? I'll cut you all down!
Shoot.
Charge!
Okay. In tandem. Okay, if I can move him. Actually, no. Move him to right after me. You're back with craft supplies. Nice. Okay.
Too slow.
Are you kidding me? What the hell, man?
Then where shall we strike? Now I end this.
Weakling.
What?
What have we hit?
Are you freaking kidding me with these misses? Come on, dude. Unreal.
Take this, weakling.
That's like the 4th time someone has missed in this fight.
Flight.
Come on, dude. %. Now, you know what?
My
Go F
arrow
yourself.
flies
Focus. How about 100%? There. What? Are you serious? Dude, I can't. What are you talking about? Oh my god.
Now!
Victory is ours.
Yes!
Jeez Louise.
Good.
Yeah, we just had 4 misses on her on 80, like 90%. So yeah, basically we got XCOM'd. Oh, I am so tired of this idiot.
This will help.
Where did I go wrong?
Shall we begin?
This is what I do.
Okay, Sanctuary.
This will help.
Okay, I just...
Cyrano,
Come at me!
Out of my way!
Okay.
No need to panic.
$253. I thought archers were able to shoot over things. Did I miss the memo on when archers have to shoot directly? They firing a rifle? I thought this is an arrow.
That's your weak spot, eh?
Okay.
Now! Yes!
No, no. Not even close, Echo, no.
I'm a fool.
Do they have the upper hand?
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Don't I have one ranged one? I do.
Let us reverse our
Tides are
fortunes.
turning.
Okay. Do I need the inspiration?
Back
crap.
out.
Yeah.
Charge!
From 93 to 223. 91 to 223. 96 to 223. I'll come back 3 squares. I'm trying to think if that helps.
Take that!
I meant well, you did. Of course he moved in the way, so I can't freaking get... Oh, you son of a...
You've done it now!
Stop!
This battle is ours.
I mean, I don't know about that. Okay, it's 180. 175, let's go there. Should have done focus. Okay.
Now!
She's just got so many hit points. I swear to God, these freaking
Leave
healers.
the rest to me.
I'm so
Not bad.
sick of these people.
Clever move.
I don't know. I don't entirely know what I'm going to do about these guys. Like, I don't.
Sorry to worry you.
I don't know. I mean, the problem is,
heads shall prevail.
I mean, there are many, what there are many problems, but like,
This is what I do.
I feel blessed.
ow, I'm gonna need to figure out. I got to figure out some strategy that maybe I just keep them back until Avlora shows up. Oh, she's dead, almost.
Take you on!
Allow me.
I mean, maybe just go after the healers or something, but like, the last time I tried to fight a general let's attack everybody fight, that didn't get anywhere. God, Archibald, you are so slow, dude. You're so slow. I don't know, I guess.
First things first. I see a path to victory.
But somebody does. Let's see.
Preparation.
No, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. I just screwed myself. Great work. Good job, genius. All right. It's all right, though. Okay. 251 to 306. 248 to 306. Actually, that's a good idea.
I will go through if I must.
Yep. That's a good call.
No! The truth. You'll look stronger than you look.
Oh, here we go. Bloody Cross. Oh my god. This reminds me of Gafgarian in Final Fantasy Tactics.
Gotcha.
Ow. Just so many soldiers. There's so many people.
I won't give in.
It's low riding. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, you know, maybe it'll work out in a good way, but...
My arrow flies true.
Everyone buy books from Table X. Okay. So we've got 226 or 230 and no chance of blindness. All right. Yeah. Spark. God damn it, dude. He's just willing to just sacrifice his own people all the time. He just is like, it's cool. We have everybody up there. That's fine. Let's just keep zapping our own freaking people in the fountain. Unbelievable, man.
In your hands now.
This is a big fat no. The problems right here, there's three problems. First of all, Laura is so strong. Secondly, freaking, whatchamacallit, the healers just are never freaking stop. Resistant. And then the other problem is just that the battle mages, they're just like, nope, we don't care. We just whatever, sacrifice, do whatever.
Silence. A fine result. New power overflows within me. My power.
Yep, dead.
What to do now?
Oh, man alive. $226. 202 to 261. 237.
Brace yourself! Yes!
I mean, I'm not going
Foes
to
are
win.
not to be trifled with. Let us reverse our fortunes.
I don't know.
You will not get the best of me.
No need to panic.
Oh my god, I actually forgot that Archibald was still alive.
I got you one.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just... Because, again, you're not supposed to be defeating them. You're supposed to be aiming at her, but it can't aim at her because the stupid healers, and because the freaking... them being willing to sacrifice themselves.
Intuition was mistaken.
Do they have the upper hand?
Every time.
Leave the rest to me.
Every time. Just cure wounds, cure wounds, cure wounds, cure wounds, cure wounds.
Damn it!
I have no idea what to do here.
It's not over yet.
I'm gonna try a new strategy, which is just to run like hell and hope I can get her pulled back to fight us here. We need to somehow get her. I think the only thing I can do is somehow figure out a way to bait her into getting to us, because fighting out here is just not no bueno. We can't do this here. I mean, whatever that. Hey, I didn't know you were still alive. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Spark, 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 spark. Okay. So now there's one person left and it's rolling, so this fight is a mega disaster. This is rough, people. This is very, very rough.
Flee while you have the chance.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Damn it! Here, go. I'll try this.
Again, unless she can get back here. Really wish there's a way to skip through turns. Oh, there is. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you could do that. That's super useful in this case where I don't have to wait every time.
My turn.
Sheer go.
Okay. Gotta position myself where only one person can attack me at a time. Theoretically. Aha! Okay, I see where to do that, maybe. Oh no. And I'm out of pellets. Well... used all that up already. That's the only thing I can think of, is to basically run to a spot where I can just, like, bait her in. Because all I have to do is defeat her. She's just so tough. And again, constant freaking healers. It's the healers, the battle mages, and how tough she is. The rest of these blades and bowmen and all that, or the hawk riders, not a big deal. But those are real problems.
I will crush you.
Son of a... Ah! Yeah, this is the way to do it. The way to do it I'll have one more shot at this, and this next one, it's going to be about bringing her in.
Flee while you have the chance.
Yeah, that's whatever. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the hawk riders are not a threat. I don't care that they did that just then. The fight was already over. So I need to get them 100%. I just need to pull all of my people back and bait Evlora in and then just hit him from a distance. That's what I have to do. So that's what we have to do. So question is how best to do that. I would in particular love... Okay, so I want to place... Preferably would be just one spot where I could do that from, but... Okay. And... Okay. Well, yeah, the lightning, that's true, but the light, as long as I stay out of the fountain, I probably won't use Rite of Rain with my shaman because I don't want to create puddles. Right now there are no puddles. It's just the fountain, so no rain for her.
I shall try my level best.
Okay, actually, we're going to do this right now. We're going to bring all of us back right early on.
Our victory is assured.
Okay. And... Okay, bird of prey. It's all about saving. It's all about saving our boy. Saving our boy Roland. Okay. Get up there.
Flee while you have the chance.
Time to work.
Okay. Let's get up here.
Shadows conceal me.
Okay, good. Okay, these guys going around the barricades. That guy also going around the barricades.
For victory!
For victory! And most of all, to escape. Let's see. So I can't go that far back. Okay. Well, let's see. Barricades that way. All right. All right, so I'm gonna have to switch up places with Anna or Benedict.
Choices, choices.
You got that right.
This battle is ours.
Okay, now she can hit from a distance. Might as well hit you while I'm there. Okay, and it's a safe zone.
And where shall we strike?
You are going to move back there. That's where you're going to strike. You're going to strike oppose. That's what you're going to strike. Okay. Actually, that spot that I ended up at the end was a pretty awesome spot because only one person can come in at a time. There's an argument to be made that you could do that. Alright, so let's have you go... Nope. Okay.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Let's see.
Make the most of this.
Okay. Haste you
I
up.
shall use it well.
Okay. Yep, life magic. It'd be nice if Evlora could join us. You know, if I could just be like, can you just be a little bit less honorable and just help us out, maybe? Ooh, can I hit the lightning from here? Because that might actually be useful since we're not on it. Yes, we can.
Stay down.
Child's play.
This gets us our new cool music. Okay, and I want you to go up there because I need Benedict to move.
I fight for peace.
Let's give you that fire counter.
How gracious.
Less honorable and help you. No, just a little bit more flexible morally. Know what I'm saying, Echo? Just a little more flexible. Just a little more, you know, broad-minded. Yeah, I wonder in a battle between Avlora
Path to victory.
and in a hypothetical battle between Avlora and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. I wonder who wins the award for coolest sword. I don't want her doing a lot of damage.
I have your back.
This is wonderful.
Let's see. Let's have you take cover.
Shadows conceal me.
Cloud's ultimate weapon.
Won't lose.
Okay. You may not lose, but we'll find out. You just stay there in the corner, bro. That's you in the spotlight, losing your bouncy horse.
Shall we dance?
Okay, let's see. My ridiculous to go there. So I think... Yeah, you just... How about you just stay there, actually?
Forward!
Really wish I could back up an extra step, but I can't. Actually, if we position... No, he's not tanky enough. What I'm trying to get is to get Avlora baited to come. That's right. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Don't back up. What are you backing up for?
Try this.
You just stay in one place if you're going to be there. Okay. Ah! Random reinforcements! Come on, Avlora.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay. Okay.
The heavens judge you.
You probably do. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Wait, why is that going to affect her? Oh, because she's in the fountain? Well, too bad, Frederica. Sorry. My bad. Didn't think about that. Let's see. They can use it on their own units. Come on. Shoot over it. Come on, man. You gotta be like that.
Slow. Absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
Shall we begin?
Alright. Whoops. Yeah, have you go here. Heal what ails you.
All back.
Alright, you're all good. You're fine. Come on, Avlora. Probably won't keep them burning, but it would have been nice. Okay, let's back you up.
Let us try out their weakness.
Let's have you do that.
Time to strike.
This is a very different strategy. It's all about backing up, making them come to us, and doing what we can to get them into the best possible position for us to attack them. There's no question that it is suboptimal in terms of, like, being able to use everything. Yeah, come out here. Why are you running away, you coward? Come here. Come here.
We dance.
Forward!
Nope, you stay right where you are.
My time is now.
Oh, gotta have her wait.
This battle is ours. This ends now!
Okay. That was a safe area, so it made sense to do that. Okay. Trying to decide what to do. I mean, I'm just gonna keep lightning these people to death. Maybe I can pull the healers and the battle mages up in here, zap them, kill them off, and then it might be easier to deal with what's her face. So we'll see if that's the case. Of course, the elite battle mages are like, I don't want to go in that water. Come on, healers. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about that. I wish that the lightning was doing more damage, but it's because it's spreading damage, so. Come up!
I shall do what I can.
She is such a coward. Like,
Your leader.
okay.
I can keep fighting.
Freaking dark general person. No, actually, wait. And turn.
Now then.
Tren's favorite thing. Now then. Tren loves that. Okay. Have you get up there.
Let me show you what I've learned.
No, no, I don't love it. You just stay where you are, and you collect some stuff. Okay, you stay where you are, Roland. His horse is just like, why are we not moving?
It is time to strike.
How gracious.
How gracious, that's a new one.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
In the honor of House Wolfort, stay right the hell where you are.
Let's play.
Oh, I probably should have... Now that I think of it, I should have been the lightning. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Anyway, it's alright. Oh, it's still gonna hit her, damn it. Alright, well...
Stay down.
Flee while you have the chance.
Absolute coward. Move up.
Your orders?
Okay, let's see. How about...
Allow me. Victory is within
Okay.
reach. Silence.
Go to sleep.
Victory is within reach.
Did not go to sleep.
In your hands now.
I fight for peace.
Okay, let's see.
With the powers in me.
Okay. Let's see. Let's move you there. Okay.
For victory!
119. I think I want to save that, so...
I shall do what I can.
Do that without having to leave her spot.
My thanks.
Good.
Looks like I'm up.
Okay, that works, actually.
That's it!
Okay, the spoils was just nice benefit. Can I hawk dive you? Yes, I can.
Now I end this.
Okay. And then let's see, we go...
I shall try my level best. You were overconfident.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
Now what to do?
You just stay where you are, actually. Wait, what is this? Did you make... Wait, what is this?
Flee while you have the chance.
Flee while you have the chance. Bold... Yay! Hey, you learned what it means to walk forward into a combat. Are these like trading cards, though? Those are awesome. Are those like trading cards, basically? You made Listen, you know, if you had been thinking about this earlier, you could have made some serious hay at Gen Con with this. Let me just say. Some serious hay.
I'll take you
I
on!
think so, yes, Echo, actually. I mean, at least I'm getting a better handle on how to do this fight. I mean, she's still the problem, obviously. But if I can get these ones up here and kill off the battle mages and the healers, those are without the healers and the battle mages, if it's just her and her soldiers, I would have won this. But they really cause problems. Okay, what do I want you to be? No, I want to keep him right there. I gotta stay focused. Can I throw poison from here? No.
Into the shadows.
Okay. Now, face forward. Right. Okay, good. Everybody's in the water now.
What?
Damn it.
Charge!
Nope. I'm going to maintain my discipline. I really want to move up and get this stuff, but I'm going to maintain my discipline.
I will crush you.
Move forward. Yeah.
So you survive. My blood.
I was...
Allow me. I shall protect you.
I shall make use of this.
Okay. Okay, get up. Just
Shall we begin?
For one and all.
okay.
This will be of great use.
Gila doing
Shall we
work back there.
dance?
It's very tempting. Because that wouldn't break down my front line. If I go here, moon jump behind her. No, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm not going to lose my discipline. Gotta stay disciplined, chat.
Defeat is not an option.
Defeat is not an option. Just remember that. Whoops. Let's turn the other way. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Benedict should be a lot more
I
like...
see a path to victory.
Okay, let's see. How about...
A brief
bulwark
respite.
myself.
Very well.
So this time, I zap them. Yeah. I need her to keep focusing on trying to deal with the healers and everybody else. Okay.
Looks like I'm up.
Good. I have the high ground. Because
I'll
also,
take you
it
on.
keeps all of those people out of these fights, which is another good thing. Okay, maintaining my discipline. Maintaining it.
Face me if you dare. I do not leave survivors. This will hurt.
Damn. I do not leave survivors. You got that right. All right, first of all, I need to restore you with a quietus point.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, can't see. Okay.
You won't escape. Yeah.
That was just whatever.
My turn.
So, I have a couple of options here. I could go down here. But it's still too easy to flank. No, nope, not gonna do it. This is really bothering me to have to do this, but like, only because it feels like I'm also letting them dictate
I
like
will
how
end
they
this.
arrive, in a way. But then... Oh my god, 1 point of damage? How about now? This flame shield was really clutch though. Let me have her do
I shall
this.
protect you.
Defeat is not an option.
So tempting. Can I do a hawk dive? No, I'm not going to do it. Still, I'm not giving up my discipline. The time has not yet come. So I'm going to hawk dive from here because I can stay in this spot after I do that attack.
Now what to do?
This I am going to do because she's behind there.
Dance, poison. That must have hurt.
I shall do what I can.
Okay, now we close up ranks. Cure wounds on you.
Much appreciated.
Okay, good.
To others.
I see a path to victory.
Let's see.
Stay composed.
Okay, bulwark. We've got defense going on.
For the future of House Wolford.
Very well.
Can't do that. Okay, so... yeah, let's do this. Ranged hit point recovery pellet makes sense with this. So we've got that going on. Okay.
My turn. I am finished.
I won't let you.
Nice. That is an odd time to do a flame strike. Do a bloody cross there, actually.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
You're open.
Okay. And then I want to go this way so I don't get a back attack. $291. Flash of Steel.
I struck you down.
I am Mess.
I'm Esros Bane.
Orin.
This is where you fall.
Stay where you are.
This is my chance.
Okay.
I need a healer.
Yeah, you do need a healer. Let's see. I will address that problem right now. Okay, good. So this is what we do. We do in tandem. We move her turn right after yours. Good. So she will heal you next. So that means now D8. She... God damn it.
You're wide open.
Okay. And can I get her... Problem is she's easy to flank there, but I could move her back up.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed. My apologies.
There we go.
Allow me.
Let's decrease your evasion, please. Okay. Okay, Battle Mage is like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
But where shall we strike? Death from
Hawk
above.
dive. Yep. Stay in the same spot.
Stand.
Okay, flame shield on him. He needs that fire counter.
We'll get him yet.
You will not get the best of me. Hush now. Light as a butterfly.
Okay, let's get rid of you. Yeah. Reinforcements, I know. See, they're all wasting their time healing people down here, which is, you know.
It is time to strike.
Okay, let's get your aggression up.
That'll do.
Very well.
Let's go.
Stay down.
The whole thing of this. We're paralyzed. He's not going to ever do slumber.
You're wide open.
I'd like to get another attack, but I want to keep her alive for a little longer if I can.
I won't lose.
$32 to $162. 40 to $162.
My lance strikes true.
Okay.
I shirk from no danger. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, it's so tempting, but... Let's go here.
You're in the way. Gotcha.
Oh, Ram Foe didn't work for the back attack. All right, well.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Do I have Sanctuary? No, I do not.
Allow me.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
Do they have the upper hand? My sword was like a word. This will hurt.
Now then. That's it.
Okay. 53, 53. Ow.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Now I end this.
Okay. All right, come on, come on, come on.
At this rate, I...
17 to 18. All right. Now, how about we do Flame Shield? How's that sound?
I shall protect you.
Our victory is assured.
Okay, I know they're coming.
I have failed you.
Are you still curing wounds up on them?
Out their weakness. Your defense is weak.
Okay. 6, let's go.
Our hope still burns.
Ah, you don't have a lightning thing. Damn it. All right, stay where you are. Just hit point recovery yourself, please.
Charge!
We do this with a Sovereign Lance of Justice? Yes! Sovereign Lance of Justice, let's go!
As far as I go.
Damn right. Hell yes, the strategy worked, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Woo! And I got a Medal of Valor. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm going to save as soon as I can. That was the key. It was pulling everyone back and baiting her until she came up. And I maintained my discipline. Nice.
We have won.
Yeah, we have.
You are finished, General of Laura.
How have I failed?
Because I'm better than you. That's why you failed.
Stop! Please, you've already won.
No, not yet. We cannot stand before the people and declare victory while our enemy yet lives.
This is the reality of war, Queen Cordelia. Do me the honor of witnessing my final moments.
No, come on. We need her in the fight.
General,
Glenbrook demands justice. Step aside, Your Majesty.
Wait a minute.
then I beg you, as Queen of Glenbrook, do not do this. Spare her, please. I cannot bear this cruelty.
As you wish.
Yes.
Let us end this war and spill no further blood in its name.
Finally, freaking Roland comes through. Jesus, man. The only one who's got moral clarity in this game is... No, it's not true. They've actually been fairly morally clear, and Sarah Noah has too, but good for freaking
The
Cordelia.
names of our murdered kin still cry out for vengeance. For them, I will see her dead.
Wait, is that... Roland, is that you?
Roland Glenbrook. Back from the dead.
Back from the dead.
Let us settle this once and for all, Avlora.
No.
What are you saying, Prince Roland?
Let's stop
There
with
is
that.
no need for you to take such a risk.
Yeah, ridiculous.
No, but indulge me this one last time. Allow me to finish it on my terms.
No. Like,
Very well.
So you wish to duel me before the throne?
for his
Fine.
master.
I accept your challenge.
Not here. Come.
Oh, he's gonna, like, do this big duel on the bridge. I mean, she did take out his master. I understand. It's like, you know, it's like Kenobi with Darth Maul after Qui-Gon goes down. I get it.
This is where I defeated Maxwell. You have a penchant for poetic justice, I see.
Mock me for being sentimental if you wish. I care not.
I care not.
No, Princeling. 'Tis not something I hold in contempt. But your sentimentality will not save you from the same fate as your master.
I don't know who wins this. I assume him. He dodged that? Oh! Wow! That's a lot of dodge.
victory is mine.
You fight well. Well enough to protect her. To protect Cordelia in my stead.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I understand the whole point of honor. It is really, really stupid at this point when they are in a terrible spot. This is an honorable person. You need to get her on your side, bro. Like, come on. Oh, wait, she jumped back herself. Well,
General
great.
Laura!
Man. Suddenly Maxwell shows up.
Roland casts off his mask and defeats Avlora in a duel, though her body falls into the Nozelia River and is lost.
We got Glenbrook back.
After a momentary withdrawal, the Hyzantian forces attack the Crown City again when word of General Avlora's demise reaches them. The Asfrosti army folds quickly without anyone to lead them.
Yeah. I don't know. We got Glenbrook back.
House Wolffort defeats the remaining guards and seizes control of the castle.
Not the Dark General.
They secure the Crown City just as dawn breaks, though the battle has not left the city or its people unscathed.
Indeed not. Wow. Dang, man. Ravages of war.
It is finished.
But the road ahead is long and arduous. Glenbrook's wounds run deep.
So deep it makes me wonder if the kingdom will ever recover.
We will make sure it does. There is nothing the combined might of the Glenbrook royal line and House Wolffort cannot achieve.
Right you are. How glad I am to have you by my side, old friend.
Vengeance burns within me, completed. All right. That I felt very good about that when that worked out. Yes, please save. Yes, I want to save. It's like Sulu in Star Trek 6. Should we call this in? Are you kidding? All right. Just time to level up my characters, and then I got to get out of here.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Esfrost's troops
Esfrost is still a
scattered
problem,
and
but we got
driven from the
Hyzant
Crown
now.
City. Glenbrook, at last, is free.
And we took out Thalos and
Several
Erica.
days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another.
Does it have to be an abdication if your elder brother just showed up?
Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it.
That's a good line.
This news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Nozelia itself.
It's a good line. Prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it. It's a good line.
Prince Roland has proven his pedigree by storming the walls of Whiteholm and routing his enemies, delivering his sister to safety in the process.
Yep.
The prince becomes king and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left
And his
an
royal
indelible
bouncy horse.
mark on the once prosperous nation.
Yeah.
Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Well, we still got to deal with Esfrost, too. Chapter 14, Part 2. Glory shall find you. Interesting.
Congratulations on returning
Yeah.
to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes,
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
as am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
What's up, Hyzant?
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
No GOG, no nonstop. As soon as I'm done with this, literally this
Consider
cutscene,
the
basically,
debt
I gotta rise up on out of
The
here.
knowledge we gleaned of
'Cause I'm
Elfric's
heading out to Gen
capabilities
Con.
was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
I mean, we can try.
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh,
More
sorry.
importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Yeah, I know, right, Curlick? Don't say it
Your
so
Majesty,
sarcastically.
it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
Yeah. Let's not get into a fight about this
And
now.
what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
What could go wrong there?
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both?
Seriously, man.
Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
No, it's not.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal.
Complete disposal.
Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
Also, you're obviously a spy, just to be clear.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
Oh, clearly.
And with that,
may we meet again soon.
Okay. I like, but let's move out of the cutscene. I need to save and get out of here.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense.
I have everything I need with Serenoa here.
Already, they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Oh boy.
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget.
Oh man, this is gonna be like one of those like.
Proof of Hyzant's true nature.
Oh boy.
You need only remember.
Probably not, Echo, because we don't have a lot of people now, and I've got to get out of here. So.
This country is my home, built by my father.
Okay, I gotta hurry this up, dude.
I will rebuild it.
Restore its glory and its pride. Not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash. I get it.
For now, we must look within. Only after that...
Work is done, should we look without? Yes. Everybody nod. Okay, get me to a save screen, please. Save screen. I said probably not, Echo.
Oh.
Okay, I do not...
May we speak?
This has got to be fast, guys. I got to go on.
I understand.
I understand.
But hiding from the...
Hiding world was the only
You
way.
needn't
You didn't explain. I don't blame you in the least. Oh my god, come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. About Journal of Laura. Oh.
Of Laura.
Of Laura, she was...
She was a servant.
She was servant of Esfrost, our enemy.
I know.
And you know there was...
There was no room for mercy if we don't win back Glenbrook. Not if I want to rescue from Esfrost's clutches. But I thought I deserved to know she did have parting words.
She asked me to
protect you in her stead.
It seems she
She cared for you in her own way.
She did.
She did. She was harsh but always kind.
Our scouts are yet
searching for her, but her wounds were grave.
I fear when we
If we find her, she will...
Cordelia.
Cordelia, what's wrong? I'm fine. I simply need to rest.
Fine.
Fine, I think not. I'll call a healer.
No.
Just the whole time I refused to show even a moment of weakness. It seems my efforts have taken a toll.
You did well,
You did well, sister, and now you may relinquish your burdens.
I'm here.
I'm here, and I won't leave you again, but please
I
visit
won't
the
leave you
infirmary. Some
again.
bed rest will surely set both of our minds at ease, and will allow me to save the game, because as much fun as it's been, I gotta get going. Thank you. I'm glad to see your trials haven't stripped you of your kindness.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, brother. Yay, brother and sister back together. Can we save? Sounds good, Echo. Oh my god, dude.
So,
the Crown City's fallen, I see. What of General of Laura?
She fell into the north.
Gone to those other rivers, not been seen since. She's not dead.
My siblings.
Siblings Thalos and Erica.
They died.
They died fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I
understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces.
It really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was
It was
wrong,
wrong to think that Hyzant would remain idle. There was my
idle.
more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death.
Regardless.
I was a fool to show a house
Your
wolf for
Grace,
any mercy.
Reports from the
Your Grace reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces. We'll continue and say it sank one of our ships in a blast of purple. That's that purple gem. Iron are probably torn apart like sheets of parchment before a storm.
We mustn't allow
Hyzant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own. Okay, that's great. I intend to answer my weapon with glory shall find you completed. Can I save the game, please? Can I save the game? Yes. Can I save the game and end? Okay. Great. Okay.
After retaking Whitehall
Here's the throne. Joy of the return of the line of
Roland
Glenbrook
is
sweeps the kingdom.
Yet not everyone is quick to welcome
Expect to be not of a figurehead of a puppet regime.
Roland's
Roland's absence made room for discord among his subjects to flourish. Chapter 15, Part 1, A Banner's Worth. Can I have Chapter 15, Part Save the Game, please? Oh my god. Save the game. No, I don't want more speaking. God damn it.
So
That's what happened in my absence. Gustav was a clever ruler. Invasion, patriot, royalists, cozied up to Esfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustav used them to every advantage. Stripping their privileges, left none of their governing responsibilities. Don't think pirates took much care that didn't ensure everything could do smoothly in order of people's lives. So there's a little rest after the occupation began. Clean effect to take over while season commander. So I was preparing for this. Does he intend to march on Hyzant next? Believe so. Wish it could be more specific. Goddess shield can't protect the holy state's cap from Esfrost, not anymore. He said it'll be all over once the Death Knell is ready. This is Death Knell, new weapon born from something. Thalos claimed is powerful enough to break through the goddess's shield. In case Esfrost could create such a monstrosity, similar to a reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only first move.
I'm disturbed
to learn of Gustav's plan of building our capital must take priority. Investigate the extent of the damage. Discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolf for loan rate you need. Thank you, Sarah Noah. This is one of the things that I keep an eye on Hyzant as well. She's sick again or something.
Cordelia?
Apologies. She's a brief spell of dizziness. Looking for your highness. I've been looking to stop. Patriot. I call giving and leaving the infirmary injury still healing due to the trouble and to give the best care for the infirmary once unless he's poisoning her. Give yourself to rest now. Leave everything to me. Alright. Okay, great. Save! No, because I don't want to go through all this conversation again. I want to get to the actual screen. Oh my goodness. Every so often, triangle strategy. You got a pretty good understanding of the damage to capital, my lord. To have more expecting.
I see.
See, Mateus repair, report to Hyzant. No besides damage.
They're
Isn't easy way of saying this.
But more than that.
More than that, so-called freedom gusto, but the king seemed to have made a splash. Throughout the old ways, made it a better lot in life, depending on the abilities to the birthright, just as in Esfrost. People must look favorably among Gusto's rule. Wager folks aren't too pleased to see us. They figure mean things will go back to how they used to be. Roland surmised at once must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating. Looked at the state of affairs in the castle. Head of the royalist, Mr. Patriot, is extending his influence, made quite the name for himself. Seems eager enough to support King Roland, but also the Archduke. Don't believe we can trust him.
Distinguished
members of House Wolfhead hard working to rebuild the capital, delightful thing to see. Great honor, many responsibilities, moving to blah blah blah. Wolfhead heir, different master. Yeah, but I can't just shut it out. Shut it off though. I don't want to go through all this again.
His Majesty seems to be, but the people have had their fill of war.
Yes. Take every care. Thank you. Please go away so I can actually save it on a world screen. Is what I'm trying to get to. Save it to the world screen. Come on. Let's go.
A warning.
A warning.
Even
now we can do. Let's return to the king. Tell him what's up. Walk the city a bit longer. Not the capital. Need to be careful, my love. Great. Save it. Save it. Save it. Save it. Save it. Get back to the screen where I can save in the map. In the map. Not a cut screen. Thank you. Good gravy. That's all I wanted to do. All right. All right. Save. All right. Guess so. All right. There we go. Lovely. Well, we did it, chat. We got through a very, very tough fight. I was not sure at all that that was going to work the way that it ultimately did, but it did. We managed to get through it. My strategy idea at the end there ended up working, which was very nice. And so it was a nice way to wrap up streaming here before Gen Con. So the next time you see me, I should be at Gen Con 2022 doing the live play of D&D live play with authors. So that is what I'm looking forward to doing. Hang on a second. Good, lovely. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I now, though, have to rise up on out of here, and I have to get heading out. So I hope that you all enjoyed the stream today as much as my camera did, apparently. I hope you all enjoyed the stream today as much as I did. This was a lot of fun. But I'm going to rise up on out of here. For those of you who are going to be at Gen Con, I will see you there very, very soon. For those of you who are not going to be at Gen Con, as I say, I hope you will join us for our live streams, which are going to be happening there on Friday, and maybe another time. We'll see, but I can't promise that. We'll do the best we can to kind of make it all come together. But that is going to do it for me for today. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow us here on the channel. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets, website arvanelaron.com, financially !Arv shop for the merchandise area, !Arvtreon for the Patreon, and of course the publishing stuff, !Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel, library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, upon which the D&D live adventure on Friday is based, and Greyshade, of course. I will be selling Greyshade books at Gen Con, and we'll be talking about the Kickstarter and all that stuff with folks that I see there, the successful Kickstarter. So I will be doing that as well. Otherwise, though, for some reason, my hat is not straight, but now it's fine. Otherwise, though, I'm going to rise up on out. As always, BLM, Black Lives Matter. Very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the fine people of Ukraine as they fight back against a devastating and an illegal and illegitimate war. They're trying to fight back, and this is a small way that we can help with them doing that. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, chat. Much love to all of you as always, and I will see you on the flip side. I will be back, as I say, hopefully Friday streaming from Gen Con Live, and may have an impromptu stream. Otherwise, I'll be back here at Casa del Arv a week from this Friday, when I will be back doing my normal stream schedule. But that's it for me. Thanks, everyone, and Triangle Strategy. Good stuff that we got done today. We beat Avlora. Good stuff. Thanks, everyone. Much love. Thank you to my wonderful viewers today. Arudinel, Dragonspear, Garlic Tofu, Hillness, Triffid, best mods in the business. Patreon supporters and subs, Arudinel, Dragonspear, Garlic Tofu, Hillness, Triffid, Nonstop, A Service Stop, Big Boss, Fled Out, Nostalgic Rhino, Shy Puff, Zarandic. Thank you, everybody. Much love to everyone who was here before as well, and I will see you folks soon. Until then, everyone, be good to each other. Bye for now.